What's up, ladies and gentlemen, this is Jeremy and welcome back. I just want to make a quick little video about an email that I received 2 to 3 days ago from Kickstarter. And Kickstarter is a crowdsource funding website where you can put projects on there and get people to fund them and donate pretty much, so you can create something awesome. And so people and from OUYA decided to make an Android-based open source console that was $100 on Kickstarter, and you could do different pledges. I just pledged $100 for the console and one controller. And they end up raising $8.5 million for this console, and it funded on August 9th of 2012. Well, the emails about it's finally going to ship. Well, not finally, because that's pretty fast turnaround, I think. But it's going to ship on March 28th, and I should have mine probably the first 2 weeks in April. And I'll be able to get some gameplay up for you guys and some I'll do an unboxing of it and a review of it to see if you want it, if you didn't back it. And if you did not back it, they will be in the stores. They will be in stores in June. So I'll have mine at least a month earlier than everybody else that didn't back it. And I was one of the early backers, so I should have mine pretty fast. And it's going to be a cool little console, I believe. It's completely open sourced. It's not going to be hard for developers to write for it and get the games out. With Xbox and PSN and stuff, they have to jump through tons of hoops and all kinds of stuff. But this is going to be about as easy to write for as the PC is. They can just write it and get it up quickly. They can, just put websites up and push them to the customers. And it's pretty awesome. I secured my organic treats, baby, gamer tag. And but let's look into some of the games for it. There was a lot of hype about it, not early last year, but early in this process. So late last year, it's kind of lost a little steam going into the launch for some reason. And I think just because there's not some huge, big title launch games for it as of right now. But one of the big supporters that's doing a game for it is Switft. And if you don't know her, she was involved with Portal and Left 4 Dead, and she's with Airtight Games, and they're developing a brand new game for it. And it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be out on release. I'm not sure if it's gonna be on release or not. It doesn't say here. But her quote is, "We truly feel that this platform will give us the freedom to fully realize the funky, unique game we have in mind. Though the title will definitely appeal to core gamers in terms of skill and difficulty, it really has a completely unexpected, imaginative slant that's totally at home on this console. Expect an official announcement soon." So that's pretty much saying it's not going to be a release game for the console, which is okay. And there's also a group, Minority Media. They did Papo and Yo. It's they do puzzler type games, so they're going to make a puzzler type game for it. And also, if you played Red Orchestra 2 or Killing Floor, Tripwire Interactive will be making a game called The Ball, and it's releasing in March. And I'm guessing that's going to be a launch game for it. There's a screenshot of it, and it's The Ball. You can look on Tripwire Interactive. Can't talk today for some reason, but tripwireinteractive.com, you can see the screenshot of The Ball for OUYA, and I will leave all this down in the description below. And also there's N-Way is going to be producing a game for it, and they are coming out with Chrono Blade. Is coming to OUYA, and I'm not sure if you played that before, but it's an action RPG. It's a pretty cool game, so that will be coming to OUYA as well. There's not really any huge titles coming. There's a Kickstarter right now for a game called Whispering Willows that's going to come out, and I will put that down in the description below. They've raised about $8,000 for it out of 16 that they need to create the game. And but The Ball looks really cool. I'm looking at the screenshots right now, and the graphics on this thing, I'm not sure how great they're going to be, because it's Android based, and they're going to have a bunch of Android iPhone-y type games for it, and then a lot of better games. And they're saying it's pretty, it's supposed to look pretty good. And if you don't know about the specs of the OUYA, I'll link that below as well. I'm not going to go over those. Most of you probably already know. But I'm kind of excited about it. The controller looks pretty cool. I like how the controller is. The thumb pads and triggers look good, and they end up putting the They put the Xbox type touchpad on it. They didn't go with just the 4 little buttons, you know, kind of like the PlayStation had. So that looks pretty cool. The controller looks slick. The console is really, really little. It's just a little cube, and you know, there's no DVDs or Blu-rays for it. It's all online, and it's all downloaded through, you know, the internet. All the games are, and I'm just really excited that it's finally going to ship, and I will be getting my console probably, you know, I'd say it's probably take about 2 weeks to get here, depending on what order I am in line. And the console sells for $99, and you can still pre-order it. And it's on Amazon and Best Buy and GameStop, and they're even going to sell it at Target. So in June, if you decide you want it, then you can go ahead and buy it that way. And there's some Android ports as well that I will go over. Android port games, Mutant Mudds, Dead Trigger, which is an awesome game, Shadow Gun, The Cave is coming to it as well, which is an awesome game I played on PC, Double Fine Adventure, Hawken, and Final Fantasy III will all be coming to the OUYA, ported via Android. And of course you're going to have stuff like you know, all the Netflix and stuff like that. I don't think they've made a deal with Netflix yet, but it's going to be, you know, it's going to have that also incorporated too. You're going to be able to use it like that, and not just for a console. You'll be able to take advantage of it. And if you want more information, I'll leave all the links down in the description below. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be getting the console in early March or early April, because it ships March 28th, and I'll be able to review it, get some gameplays up, so you can decide if you want it. I have a feeling that probably most people didn't back it, or they didn't know about it, or they just didn't hear of it on Kickstarter. But it raised $8.6 million, and that's pretty epic for a console to raise, you know. It looks pretty cool. And I'm super excited about it. I'm just a little disappointed in the gaming lineup that's releasing with it, but I'm sure the games will come in time, and it's only $100. It's going to be a fun little console to play with, you know, something to switch it up and stuff. And but you know, you can pre-order it now as well. I would just wait until the reviews start coming out on YouTube and Engadget and stuff, and people like that start reviewing it, showing some gameplays, and then you can decide if you want it. You know, I always back cool stuff like this just because I want to, you know, get it, and I love video games, and I love any console, and I just want to support everybody. But there's some big players involved, and I think people are really going to get excited about this OUYA. But definitely wait until the reviews come out and the gameplay videos come out and the more game information starts releasing about it, and then you'll be able to make your decision if you want to get it or not. And I will show you all that when I get it for sure. Unboxing video coming in the next, you know, 5 weeks or so. Hopefully I'll get it the first week in April, since it ships on the 28th. That would be epic. I know I'm pretty, you know, I think I was one of the first under 1,000 backers of it, so I should be getting mine shipped pretty fast. And that's all I wanted to go over today. OUYA will be shipping on March 28th. Ooh, yeah. And there's 500 games currently in development for it. I wanted to release that as well. Indie-friendly Android console. And you know, that's why you see all these indie games are always on PC, right? Because it's a lot easier to go through the process of, you know, not jumping through tons of hoops and running down streets and turning corners trying to get your game out. That's why a lot of indie developers develop for the PC. And this is going to have the same feel for it as well. And I love Android, so I think it's going to be an awesome little console. But I will show you guys all that stuff in the future, and I really appreciate this, guys. If you liked the video, please leave a comment, leave a like, consider subscribing, and if you did not like it, please let me know down in the comment section below so I can improve, and I will talk to you guys about that OUYA real soon. See ya!